Oh, this lawn is done very well. Oh, look at trees. Oh, look at it. Who did them? I don't know human beings. I don't know human beings. Why do you think that anything so it's a magic that you cannot replicate simply because we don't want to be disciplined? Simply because we believe that he's my brother. Simply because he's my sister. Or simply because we worship in the same church. We worship in the same mosque. So the only thing that anybody will give as excuse. We don't want to do the right thing. I mean, where would we go to? Where? So this is what we do. Now, what is that man today? I'm which party am I? I'm in PDP. Now you see, when people don't want to learn, you see, impurity will kill you. Like you said here. So I've not seen anybody who would have the guts to tell me, "Wike, you are not the member of PDP." Who is that? What is this Wike? You are not the member of PDP. Who is that? What is his contribution to the party? What I mean? All right. Let's take party for the party. What I mean? All right. Let's take party for now. Let's take it back to
yes. I know there's a lot of questions to ask concerning the party one, but I want to move back to something. Now, your 2 years or less than since you became minister has been very evident in terms of the project that you're doing. You showed the courage to expand. It has been very evident in terms of the project that you're doing. You showed the courage to expand infrastructure. I mean, your Mr. project is infrastructure. And even without a ban, a lot of residents here have Mr. project is infrastructure. And even without a ban, a lot of residents here applaud the work that you're doing in this regard. However, there are also some people asking, so what next? In terms of what to expect. Is the signature of your administration going to be about your infrastructure, roads, and the likes of it? Or are we going to see a shift away from that? Maybe not a shift, aside from that, maybe housing, seeing that we have housing deficit here as well.
Okay. Government cannot provide housing alone to the people. Keep things first. What drives investors to come? I want to build a mass housing estate, for example. There are no roads as an investor. But there's no road. How do I do? I want to do farming. How do I go to the place and do the farming? No road. Every government first must provide road infrastructure, network of roads. On Saturday, I was in Wali. I went to Wabanada, Wali, and Buhari, Shafa. When I went to Wali, from the junction to going to Abaji, they go A2 to Pi. Supposed to agree on that. A2. And one projects were going to come. Then from Pi, this A2 to Pi is 15 kilometers. Now from Pi to Gomani is 15 kilometers. But I remember that when I got to flagging off of Pi to Gomani, so from this A2 to Pi, the road is bad. How do you award the job from Pi to Gomani without awarding A2 to Pi? How do you go to Gomani? You have to pass through Pi. I called the Staten Time contractor. I said, what kind of thing? Of course, English language, grammar. I said, no, this will not happen. Immediately, under emergency, my brother, you do us a favor sometimes. Used to take interest and go and visit this place. Now, when I got to that Pi, where the road has ended, the contractor due from Pi to Kobani. So the contractor told me he had also sold them. I said, no, we must go. This country talk about food security. Why? Look at the land, agrarian land. Look at the water. You can even do irrigation. I cried. But again, who will go in there? There's no road. Now the road has been provided. Now people will be attracted to move in. If you don't provide road network, which is the lead to anything called development, you can't get it right. I'm sure the word of that land, of the funded, and I don't able to go and do farming. They go and take it and do land speculation. So,
does that put a responsibility on the government, is it?
no,
That there's
no,
more for you to do in that
that is
area?
what we're saying.
Empower people to make use of the potentials of that place for agriculture.
That's what we're saying. The agriculture today we are talking about is very subsistence agriculture that make a country to be great. It is not an agriculture of from here to here. No, that is from hand to mouth. If you want to talk about a bureaucracy for me, I want to get done. I said there. I called the director, I called the director survey, I don't know. I said, listen, I'm the chief driver of this project. So I told the people, sign an agreement for me that you have to start this, finish the first phase, so they're fine. And then if you don't, I take back our land. They took it. I gave them every day. I called the director of the women control. I said, listen, the moment they submit the document here of the building approval, what I told them, bring it to me. Because when you go to, without you knowing, some of these, with all due respect, civil servants will just sabotage you. So I called the director of women control, let me tell you, this will drive you from your work. If they bring it today, the approval must come out in 48 hours. We will do something for people to believe in us, that we are serious. See what the president is doing. Look, I'm ready to, relax so many things to encourage investors to come in. We are ready. And see now what that is going to pay off. By July, they are coming to lay the foundation. The same thing that you have in Dubai City Walk is the same thing you have that you have in Abuja City Walk. That is, but if we are gone, there are no roads. What will happen? People will attract them. Look at so many. I just asked a question. How many years? There's no road. Yes, you do. How do we enter the place to build a academy? We're going to commission the road. I just finished it. Now people are driving it. Without that road, nobody will go and do anything. Without that road, yes, you cannot build an academy, which will lead to the development of the area. How do you give people land? No infrastructure. How can the city individuals don't build roads? Individuals don't provide water. No, no. Then when individuals have provided road, all they do is they make shift. That is not road with basic infrastructure in terms of water, in terms of this light, in terms of water communication. No, no. And you don't blame them. You don't blame. You just go and grade something. You say that road. It becomes kidnappers then.
Well, I guess that's what life largely is in Nigeria, that where individuals literally, although on a makeshift basis, as you said, become government on their own. But I'm still interested in the question of infrastructure.
Yes.
The budget, the FCT, the budget is about 1.8 trillion, I think. And then your administration has set aside 72% or about 1.3 trillion on capital projects. But I want to ask you a question on the small things: water, security, CCTV, and water to start with. I live in Guarimpa.
Okay.
We have been struggling to get water out of the tap. In the last 2 weeks, you said there's a rehabilitation going on.
Yes.
How long is that rehabilitation?
No, see, first of all, when things have not been done well, it has this effect. And it's very painful. It's this attitude of everything on bureaucracy. You remember when we came, they were awarded this Abuja Greater City Water to the Chinese Central Bank and this and that. My brother, to tell you the truth, when you look at some of these things, you just wonder, do we really love ourselves? Do we really love ourselves? How can you, a country, who spend millions of dollars to loan? In 10 years, you've not seen the reality. Now, by the grace of God, as this administration came, the president said, we have been hearing about this greater Abuja greater what's happening. And president, so you have to do something. Right? Now, in that same vein, we're talking about water. When President traveled to China last year, which I was a party to that, we signed the level of understanding with the Chinese communities to supply water, to provide water for some of the satellite towns like Karu, Buhari, Bukwa, all those areas. And I said, look, it is easy to provide, to put in the budget. But again, the fund may not be there. You see the whole thing. Now, the present magnanimity provided 50 billion of that. We, in our statutory budget, we also provide 50. And it's one project that if we're going to achieve it before the end of the tenure of Mr. President's first tenure, that project will be achieved. But again, it's required funding. And that funding is pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. What can I tell people? If you are paying your taxes, you are not seeing anything being done with it. You have a right to complain. I have told everyone anything being done with it. You have a right to complain. I have told everybody, ask me, Mr. WIKE, we have been paying our taxes. No road, no this. Ask me. Ask me. I challenge anybody. So in terms of water, anybody. So in terms of water, we are going to. But again, it's not by mouth. That's why I'm bent on that. No. That's why we are resisting. You should help us as our ambassadors to also talk to public. We are saying this should be done, this should be done. Have we done our own part? Look at the publication we made today about grand rent. Over 5,000 names and the amount there. Like my sister said, have you reminded them? We have reminded them.
No, that's what they are saying.
No, but you know, okay, take for example, they carry blackmail. Oh, Minister, I want to take the whole line. You carry to I mean, okay, even if I give to my friend, we don't know pay the ground rent. The issue that government wants, the tax to be paid, so you can. Do you know that since we started sitting up, go and see the rush now. That's Nigeria for you. Go and see the rush. Is it what it's supposed to be? Okay.
Honorable Minister, I'm staying with infrastructure, but this time mass transportation.
Yes.
Public transportation is getting quite expensive in Abuja. People complain about when they try to take the possible drop from a very short distance. They're asking them to pay 1,000, 1,000 bucks. And Abuja is a city that should have effective mass transportation. What is your government doing about that?
Thank you. Like you said, we always have complaints and everything. You want everything to go, which is right. But you like it to be free. We are not doing a socialist and communist government here. You know, okay, look at what's going on now. We are providing bus terminals. Go to Mabuchi, go to Kubo, go to Central Business area. It has never been there before. Part of it is to fight insecurity, and part of it to give effective transport systems. What we intend to do as to reduce the cost, like you are saying, is to provide mass, quite good number of buses and taxis in FCT's own color, that you will know that look, this is for FCT. And then, of course, subsidize it because of the hardship. But let me tell you, there's no time like this that Nigerians are not complaining.
Well, honorable is that can we do something? We need to go on break because it's starting. We need to go on break now. We'll allow you when we come back. We'll allow you to explain further how those bus terminals will operate and you know the other components of it that are still in the option. We'll pick up from there when we come back.